She ain't got time for our shit.
Hello and welcome to Swamper Talk Live, your live online radio show and podcast done each and every week, Monday nights at 8:30 p.m. On behalf of myself, Joshua Danger Colson, Ross Free, and of course, Mr. Berlin Parker, we want to welcome you to the show tonight. We will be with you shortly.
Well, I got a window that I can't close. Nobody even knows. Ain't nobody watching, see. So baby, come play with me. Let's get lost. Lost in the moment, baby, just you and me. And I got a shoe that just won't fit. I got a cat that just won't sit. I got a pipe that just won't hit. 'Cause I be sitting here getting lit. Let's take a drive. Let's head on down to Lafayette. Baby, won't you stand? Stand in the window, throwing rocks for you. Won't you stand? Stand in the window, throwing rocks for you. You ready? You ready? 3, 2, 1, go! Welcome to the...
All right, we are here with Swamper Talk Live again. If you're seeing a different set, it's because we are doing this at the Junkyard Bar in Monroe, Louisiana.
You say Junkyard Bar.
The Junkyard Bar.
Oh, where would that be located? You got the address,
That is located in Monroe, right behind Two Dudes. I don't know the exact. It's on Hall Street.
It is on Hall Street.
It's on Hall Street.
It ain't hard to find.
We're here right now. Come on.
We're here right now. We're here right now. You can find us if y'all want to come down here and do this at the, oh, there it goes. I didn't have my other mic on because I was doing an ad earlier today, and y'all will hear it in a minute for one of our newest sponsors, and you know who it is.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dippy dip.
Little titty dip.
But we're doing it here at the
Double
Junkyard
titty dip.
Bar. Lane and all the crew here has been great to let us do this here tonight, and I like it. We kind of have a fence thing going on behind us.
I like
if you
it.
see it, I think it looks great.
The bush, well, I'd say there are lights on the tree, but they're full bushes.
So we want to
A
encourage
bush and a
you,
bush.
if you're in the Monroe area during the week and you need a place to go to, check out the Junkyard Bar. We got an ad coming up for them sometime during the show.
That's right.
But we do have Berlin Parker back here again,
Yep.
as always.
As always.
He's in a different spot. I'm used to him being on my left, and he's on my right now.
You got to be ambidextrous with it.
John Booth right there.
That's right.
How was your
Yeah,
week
he goes
being
outside.
Berlin?
Hey,
Have we done
Well-
this show since the new year? No, we haven't, have
this
we?
is it. This first one.
Oh, wow.
First
Okay.
time the new year.
Okay.
I got to be honest with you guys. I'm coming in hot today. I ran into a problem on Saturday. I was purchasing beer, and a young man behind me was talking to his friend about college football.
Right.
And he made a statement. He referenced something about...
Hey, girl, hey. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Easy. Now, he made a statement about his team needing so many meters to go to get a touchdown.
No.
And I thought to myself, did you say
Meters.
fucking meters? I'm going to just let y'all know a little secret about me. Aside from Jacksonville, I hate the fucking metric system.
Word.
I can't stand that shit. And I don't see why this motherfucker with American football, it's split up in yards on purpose.
Right.
But this motherfucker's going to talk about meters. Oh, I looked at him like just like, dude, don't play that fucking game with me. And I don't mean to get all Toby Keith, like, this here's America.
We count this way.
America,
Everybody else
America, we
this
yours.
America?
But it just seems stupid. And while we're at it, to compound that problem, I don't know if Fahrenheit and Celsius is part of the metric deal, but I got on weather.com to see what the fucking weather was going to be, and it said something like 12 degrees Celsius. What the fuck is that? Look,
makes it feel colder. Like it makes you automatically.
But
Damn, that's a
12 degrees.
shiver.
the thing is, with me, 100 degrees is hot. 0 degrees is cold. They're nice, even numbers.
Right, yeah.
That Celsius shit, oh my God. You come to me with that Celsius bullshit, I'm like, take your fucking ass in the house with that Celsius bullshit. I'm outside where it's hot at. If it's 100 degrees, it's 100 degrees. If you're like, it's 38 degrees Celsius your ass back in the house. I'm cool now.
We
All
feel
right, I
you,
just
bro,
had to
that
get
part.
I had to get that out my system.
I'm glad you did.
I'm all right now.
Look, as the only country in the entire world
That's right.
that has it right, I'd like to agree with you right now. I mean,
America.
we're the only one in the world
America.
that knows. We know America. We get it. Look, you go anywhere else, you're like, I need a foot of something. They're like, hold on, let me get my shoe, take my shoe off, set it
mind.
up there. You want me to cut this out just like that? There's a foot.
Foot long. It's a foot long.
It's a foot long.
What the fuck do they do at Subway overseas? Over in Europe.
They don't.
They don't even do a foot long. Do they?
Well, first of all, a foot long is not an actual foot. It's like,
No,
you know,
they
I mean,
shoot
more
you.
like 8
Get what
inches.
you pay
you know
for. It's
what I mean?
$5. What do you do?
It's $5 for 8 inches. I mean,
Well,
plenty of girls would love that.
Well, old Jared Fogle liked the shorter ones anyway.
oh, easy.
It's not too soon. Fuck that dude.
And we've got Mr. Saucy Rossi here to my left, which is normally to my right. But we got Saucy Rossi here tonight.
Backwards day. We switched it
How
up
was
the new
your
year.
Saucy Rossi did have, and Berlin unfortunately didn't get to attend it.
Yeah.
Probably for the best. But New Year's party that was different. But it was fun.
It was great. Well, except for a small little hiccup. We won't talk about that. But
No.
beside that, I can't tell you how many people complain because they didn't get invited. And I'm like, do you
Whoa,
know how many
right.
people I invited? Do you know exactly how
Three
many
of
people I
these people
invited?
were supposed to
there
be
was
here.
a lot of invites out
I
there.
invited 0 people to this party. I actually did not invite anybody. Now, it was also posted in the small group of 25 people. Say invite anybody you want to. Now,
Word of mouth,
I didn't set this up. I hosted it. That's it. That's all I said. I don't want anything. I got too much going on. I don't want to deal with any of that. Tired of it. So, if you show up, you show up. Great. Love it. Hey,
Yeah,
had a
the
great
fewer
time.
people show up, the fewer you got to clean up after.
Yeah. And
So,
honestly, it
good
was
point.
easy
Especially
cleanup.
as a host.
That was probably the easiest cleanup after a party almost
that.
ever. I mean, between me, Baron, and Nick, we picked up all the stuff real quick that night. Baron ended up washing the dishes before I even got
Man,
out
that
of bed the
sounds
next
like
morning.
Baron.
Baron's good
I mean,
people.
he's
Baron's
great
good
people.
people.
Baron is great people. And then
I hate washing
a
dishes.
bunch of the others showed up. We picked up the stuff out of the yard real quick. Actually, Scott picked up most
I
of it.
did.
And then
I
that was
posted
it.
out, and I called Jeter over at Enoch's Irish Pub, and he gladly let us dump everything in the dumpster over there since
There
he's
you
been
go.
closed this week. So hats off to John Jeter at the Enoch's Irish
nice.
Pub there. Thank you for letting us
They'll
use
be
your
open for lunch tomorrow, won't they?
No.
Don't think so. I think
Oh,
it's
they
going to be
changed?
tomorrow night. So, unless it's
I
changed,
saw
I
a
don't
Facebook
know.
post that said lunch.
Oh, well, then, yeah, they're going to be
But I
open
didn't
at
know if they
10
changed
o'clock.
it. Yeah, I shared that one on the
They'll be
book
back.
page.
Good for them.
Better
they
than
were,
ever.
I thought they were
I need
down.
to go over there and pay that
Wrong.
tab probably then.
Yeah,
No,
That
don't worry
So I
about
was
that.
kind of hoping they'd be, another day. I get paid.
Right.
I get paid until the
Right.
third.
And of course, we've got Mr. You know him, used to be Joshua Danger Colson, but you know him now as Mr. Buck Nasty, y'all. Buck Nasty. Woo. And how was your New Year's? We were at the same place.
Yeah,
for
well,
New
from what I remember, it was awesome. I got a little. I had a driver. I was being responsible, so that meant I could drink a little more. Got into it. Totally forgot the fireworks, everything like that. Yeah, so
Yeah, no big
sorry.
deal. Fireworks, not a big deal.
Now we got fireworks for something else.
But you were still,
know,
hey, look, and you were still
Maybe
up.
parade in the park.
Oh,
pyro.
ooh, yes, a little pyro action.
Like some
Yeah.
Pepsi.
I like it. I like
be
it.
fun.
Yes.
Smoke
I
machine.
think one of our topics can be now, because since we're coming off of New Year's, I was thinking about this earlier, and I think let's just create the atmosphere. So you hooked up with a chick on New Year's, and now she's kind of hitting you up. Is that something that could be a girlfriend? Can you turn a hookup on New Year's into a girlfriend, or is a hookup on New Year's just what it is? A hookup on New Year's.
Specifically, like New Year's, holidays, like there's certain nights
yes.
where it's just in the air.
It's in the air,
Yeah.
and things went your way that night. But that doesn't necessarily mean you can turn it into a full-blown, what I like to call, relationship.
All right, let me. You know what? let me go ahead and let me ask for some breakdown ground rules on that. All right. So you hooked up with this girl. Now, A, do y'all both live in the same place?
No.
Yes.
Or you? Okay. So you're both living, AKA in Monroe.
Yes, because I think if you were out of town for New Year's, like some of our buddies went to like wherever out of town or whatever, that's different because obviously
That's
is
what I
it
thought
is.
we were talking about.
No, I'm talking about same town.
Same town.
And I'll tell this little story.
That changes everything.
And I don't know how it was in y'all's era, but Berlin might have had this situation. Back in my day, when it was like you would go to spring break, right, and you'd go to Florida, and you were geared up, and you were going to hook up with some strange chick, right, from another town, and you would go there, and every time you'd end up hooking up with some chick from your high school that you knew.
That just happened
and
to
it's
be
like,
there.
God, this is a waste. Like, dang, I wanted to come here and get something different. Now I'm hooking up with a chick I could have hooked up with last week.
And you know they say that if you feed a stray cat, he might follow you home.
Right? Typical.
Yeah.
Typical.
Yeah. My opinion on the holiday hookup, be it New Year's, what's the other big ones? Valentine's Day, just where's your out and all that stuff.
It's Christmas. It's Thanksgiving and Christmas. That's when That's when everybody comes home. They come home for the
That's
family
true.
meal and they go out to
You
the
see
bar.
somebody you haven't seen in a while.
And you're like, hey girl, you be looking good. Bop bop. Wham bam, thank you, man. You know, that is how that rolls.
I mean,
I don't know.
they
New
do
Year's is
make
a whole
romantic
nother game,
comedies
though.
about that shit, but I don't see it. But they do make romantic comedies, and they wouldn't make them if that shit didn't happen to
There's a
somebody.
stigma about it.
Yeah, so
They're just writing about it. But New Year's is a whole different animal, I feel, because you can be anywhere at that one time that everybody's wanting to party. You could be at a layover, on a flight in business or something, and you just end up hooking up with that person because it's such a thing to do. Like
sharing the moment.
That whole starting a new year with a new person, we got the rest of our lives in front of us, kind of thing.
get
As
caught up
opposed
in
to-
that
Or
moment.
it could be closing out a shitty year with a good bang.
Right.
I mean, it
True.
could be just as easy as that. You know what I mean?
Get up,
It's all right.
go your own
Well,
ways. There's
close it out
just
and then
as
get
easy.
up and start it.
Right. I think, I like the Barney Stinson approach. Like, get in, get out. It's like the hardware store. You screw, you nut, you bolt.
I can't argue with that.
I always
There
love
it
that saying.
Actually, me too.
Well, we will say this. If you have a New Year's hookup story and you want to call in, the number is going to be 318.
I'm going to need to hear these from our listeners out in Croatia.
I want to hear these stories.
Please do.
318-307-3969. And tell us your New Year's hookup story, whether it went good, whether it went bad, however it went.
And what's that number again?
318-307-3969.
All right.
And I want to reference our little new sign here. You probably can't see it,
Acknowledge the sign.
but it says,
girls,
show us your
hey.
titties.
Come on, girl.
We're known for that kind of thing here on the podcast. So Joshua Danger Colson, along with Tender Shelby, and one of our sponsors, Tana at Herbal Foreplay, who had this product, was able to hook that up so that we could take that and have that as part of our show.
It is
So-
nice to have sponsors.
Get your new girl.
While we're waiting on those calls, though, and they're going to come in, there's no doubt.
No doubt.
Do y'all have anything that's on one of y'all's mind of something that y'all want to discuss? Gonna
I like
open
to
it
pee
up.
in my sink instead of aiming at the toilet bowl.
Oh,
I just walk up to it, hang it in the sink, let
at
it
your
go.
height, I can see that being
Right.
an
And I can pee
advantage.
in almost any sink, kitchen, bathroom, whatever, and then just go and
Do you
wash
rest your
it down.
balls on the counter?
Yes.
Nice.
The coldness, I find, draws it up, and then once you relax past that, oh my God.
I just asked because I've done that as well. I thought I was alone on that.
No.
Which would lead me to believe that Joshua Colson has, and correct me if I'm wrong, at least like a 36-inch inseam?
Yes.
Is that right?
Correct,
Okay.
yeah. Uh-huh.
Because I know
What
how
standard-
tall
what
the
standard
standard
sink
cabinet
height?
is.
There
I
it
know
is.
how tall it is.
You watch a lot of This Old House.
Right, and then I added the
He
inch
built this old
for
house.
the countertop.
I got a whole
Right?
channel of my streaming about This Old House. Roku just gave it to me free. This Old House all the time.
So you're a 36 inseam.
Yep.
Isn't it amazing how it's based
that's-
on the
well,
construction?
36 inches, mind you. I don't know how many
Right.
fucking centimeters.
Well-
because we don't matter than that.
Whoa,
Got
whoa,
you
whoa,
back.
whoa.
Thank you.
We don't need to know that.
For anyone that was not listening early, fuck the metric system. That's
the
where we
metric.
stand on that shit.
I
Fuck
could
the
never
metric
Our
figure
shit is
that out.
customary.
Could never figure that out.
SAE, whatever that stands for.
2.53.
SAE.
So,
Is SAE the standard? I think
Yes,
that's
that's standard. Metric is metric.
Okay, yeah.
But what's SAE actually stand for then? Standard American equivalent?
It might be.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Okay, that sounds cool.
SAE, yeah.
2.53.
I think that sounds great.
Hey, wait. Another thing, not to cut anybody off. The 10 millimeter socket is used way too much on American fucking vehicles. I protest that shit. I don't like Chevy doing that. Yeah, for that matter, I think all American cars are
Would
doing
that be a
that.
half
10
inch?
millimeters, the most popular
It's almost a
fucking
fucking
bolt.
half inch.
Oh,
It's
the
not
shit you
quite
have.
a half inch.
Okay.
It's got to be a 10
That
fucking
shit
millimeter.
You have to
Fuck
fucking
the
have.
damn
It's
metric
always
system.
missing.
Is that the
Socket
10
sets
points?
that come with
Damn
5 extra 10 mils.
Dang.
Deep wells, shallow wells,
They do.
5-star, 12-star.
That's right.
That is your. What is that? That's your battery
I think it's
post
seasonal.
and everything, right? Isn't that a 10 mil? Your battery terminal?
On some battery posts, yeah.
I think if I'm thinking right, yeah.
But Fords and Chevys are different. You can take a whole goddamn Honda apart with a 12, 14, 10, and 16. The whole son of a bitch. 4 sockets.
that
All you
metric
need. Everything
shit.
is that size. But that's a
Do
foreign
it.
car.
Let's just take one apart and just say fuck it, leave it
That's a
there.
foreign car. But that's
Once again, I'm a fucking American.
That's
I
Briggs
can't
and
stand
Stratton.
it.
You're going to have
I'm
a
American.
Tacoma seat. You're going to have to get a 716.
It's pretty standard that I'm
Because
like
it's still a
American.
14.
We've got
yeah.
Dave Reeve listening in tonight. He's going to be so happy when he hears the new commercial that we did for Annie Mae's salsa.
I was just thinking about salsa.
I know.
By
I know.
salsa, you mean titty dip?
Titty dip.
I'm looking at the
Titty
titties.
dip,
I'm just
baby.
thinking of the dip. We need a anime
Some people-
salsa sticker underneath. We
right,
dipping the titties into the salsa.
We might end up making her an extra, like a side Facebook page, just like Annie Mae's titty dip.
I mean, I like that a lot. We'd have a
We
wet
just
titty
got a
dip
message from
contest.
Dave Reeves' attorney. It said cease and desist. Okay.
Oh,
we're
snap.
gonna-
Listen,
That's
listen,
really
listen.
quick. It's really quick.
Well, you know how it is.
We're trying to rebrand, fellas. Trying to rebrand.
Trying to rebrand. Hey, I think if you say it's the only salsa recommended for titty dipping, that's a whole nother market.
That is a whole other market. Look, how many?
It's a whole nother market.
Hi.
I'm a little
Look,
mad the
that-
junkyard doesn't have a mirror put up behind that
We got,
fence kind of thing.
Destiny Black
come on.
up
I
in
see
there.
That's definitely missing there.
Oh, yeah, I'd rather see her
that's
from behind
Destiny
anyway.
Black for show. Dang it. Destiny
Mercy.
Black from the back.
Yeah, that's, I know every time I see her. I know.
Berlin's over there trying not
That's
to.
the one.
Oh, what the damn hell? Berlin is just what the damn hell in right now.
Exactly. All right. Okay, yeah. We'll do that now. All right.
Ain't
Yeah,
even
that's
know.
what I
Ain't
say.
even know.
That's what I say. I ain't even trying to get up
Do not
on it.
engage. Do not
Again,
engage.
we are at the Junkyard Bar. If you're listening, though, and you're close to the Junkyard Bar, roll up here.
Come
Get
on
your
tonight.
beer. We're
There's a
sitting here.
Xbox tournament thing going on.
We're on the stage.
Just having a good time.
like
having a
Wayne
good time.
And Kaylee and all them hooked us up on the stage. We got a PA going.
We got to set up.
We're amplified out here.
They have alcohol
We
here.
We do have
have to-
alcohol. That's important.
We do have to put all the seats and chairs back where they were, but that's
man.
okay.
That happens.
Started on that.
That's okay.
That's part of the gig.
I would have told y'all earlier I had the corona.
Right? So,
What?
again, we want to welcome everybody. One of the other things, I know that we put it out there, I guess, Rossi, did you have a thought? Not to put you on the spotlight, but spotlight Ross now.
Just about anything in general.
Anything.
Well, let's talk about how are you and Kelly Murphy doing?
What?
How is Kelly Murphy?
All right, I guess we're gonna go there. I'll be candid then. So the other night we were sitting around talking, and so Kelly Murphy has a daughter.
Yeah.
And I
We
may
won't
or
say
may
her
not.
name.
I may or may not. Well, not in a bad way. I have a slight nickname for her. It's not a bad nickname at all, but I'd rather not, throw her name out there. But so Spencer turns and looks at me, and he was just like, well, how come you haven't even met her yet? And I was like, we've done already
shit.
gone there. We've already started there.
If it's any consolation, I have met Kelly Murphy's daughter.
I know you have.
I don't say met. I've seen Kelly Murphy's
Well,
daughter.
that sounds even worse, dude.
But, well,
That sounds worse.
in
but
other
I
words,
gotta agree. That sounds terrible.
You're never
Well,
going to
no,
win
I
this.
mean, she wasn't awake, but
Was
you
that
know,
through a window or something?
no, it was
Yeah,
with
she was asleep. You know.
her and Kelly
She
Murphy.
was at the park. He
Yeah.
saw her from
Her and
afar at
Kelly
the park.
Murphy.
That still sounds
Cool
bad.
kid, cool kid.
I'm just
Like a
making
Kelly
it as
Murphy
bad
and
as
a
I
mini
can.
Kelly Murphy. What the fuck's going
But,
on?
hey, it's different when you're coming off as, it's a different dynamic, though, because Ross is in a different seat.
Well,
True.
I'm
Oh,
just
for
the
sure.
guy that
100%.
Kelly Murphy knows that, randomly just ran into each other, I mean, that's going to happen. I think Ross, and I've always taken the hats off to Ross, is I think he's doing it the right way when it comes to kids, honestly. Because I think so often people try to rush into that stuff, and it creates a different dynamic. And I think Ross and I have talked about this, I think, with all of us, and I think he's doing it the right way. If I had some of the things to do over again, I would probably do it the way Ross is doing it now.
I mean, hey,
it's a whole different dynamic when you bring the kid in. In Berlin, we've all, we know this. Colson, I don't know. Have you ever dated a chick with a child?
Yeah,
Okay.
You
did. Yeah, you did. Okay.
And I think only once, actually. But huge thing, but it always made me think like I had that one uncle that like every Christmas or every family had some new chick there, and I'm like, wait a minute, what happened? I like the last one, but this is a bitch. What the fuck?
Right.
Yep. But then I also remember my dad having like I had a ton of uncles and stuff. Some uncles that weren't uncles are just like dad's best friends. We call them, Uncle whatever, Uncle Scott or something. And but then I remember every once in a while I just meet one of dad's crazy ass friends, and it was like, oh, he was fun, and it's going on online. But as far as like that person dating that uncle, I was like, man, like what? It was always fun because he brought somebody new, and then I didn't like him, whatever. Looking back now, like, I wouldn't want to bring a slew of folks around somebody.
It's important to make sure that you're going to
look up to those people until, like, where are they at, But that's I did. Fuck, I don't know.
So, I'm sorry, Ross, we cut you out. So, you and Kelly Murphy.
No, I was just like, well, I mean, I was just like, and she was pretty cool about it. She was like, well, whenever he's ready. And I was like, okay, well, that's there we go. That's a good.
Spencer threw you under the bus on this?
Spencer Peaches threw me under the bus.
Needed to know.
I'm disappointed in Peaches right now.
And you know what it was? He had too much to drink. So that's really what it amounted to. Had a little too much to drink.
Well, and without getting into it, I think Ross is doing the right, because there is a different. There's another dynamic that when you're dealing with a chick with a child, you're also dealing with a baby daddy.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that too.
And you've got to make sure, because you don't want to put more stress on that child, because if the baby daddy is kind of still whatever, in his feelings or whatever, right, then he just, all of a sudden, now the child becomes this ace in the hole kind of thing.
Yep.
And
start using kids against relationships. That fucks everything
becomes like a question. So, has your mom's new boyfriend been over standing?
Yeah. Oh,
you know
for sure.
What I mean? That's a lot of stress to put on a child.
Oh, for sure.
You don't need it. I think you're doing the right thing.
No, they don't. You don't need to do that to a kid. I mean, they already have. Look,
bro, they need to be a kid.
Kids, I say kids need to be kids. You shouldn't have to be being badgered all the time. Well, no, come on.
Right.
I mean, but again, how old were you guys when you first got on the internet?
I was. Well, internet came out in like what, 90.
Mid-90s.
93, somewhere around in there.
Yeah.
I had my first Packard Bell computer, which I paid like $2,700 for, by the way. Over time. I didn't pay it in cash. It was over time.
Oh, Rent-A-Center.
Yes, it was, and that was 92, 93.
60% of that was interest.
Oh, God, dude. I mean, the computer was long but tore up, and I was still making payments.
Before you paid it off, the new computer came out.
What's bad is you take this laptop here, $150,
right?
Brand new.
No shit. And it does so much more shit.
So much more powerful.
It lasts just as long as that computer did, but you also feel bad when you're like, oh, I got to get another new one.
How long was it?
Every time.
Once you found out you could find anything on the internet, did you look up nudie pictures?
Bro.
Shit.
You got to think, Colson, back in those days, Berlin, it was like 1,200 megs.
Right, you had to wait
12
10 minutes.
You would see it.
10 minutes. Clip. I'm almost to a nipple, and it freezes. You had to print it out, keep it in your wallet, show your friends at school.
And you know what? The funny thing is, that was the time, if I would have been smart and known how to work that, I could have been the first I could have invented YouTube.
You could have invented internet porn.
We were in the generation that invented all the stuff.
You could have just taken the VHSs and uploaded them
and had everything and been just multi-millionaire,
multi-trillion-dollar industry.
I mean, Facebook came out, what? I remember when it was Hot or Not before Facebook. Remember Hot or Not?
I know Facebook. I remember you had to be in school and have a school email address to get on Facebook.
Right.
I remember that.
But anybody could get on Hot or Not.
Well, I think the biggest breakthrough was I think I've told you guys about my theory about what ruined the porn industry. It's the same thing that ruined hip hop and pro wrestling. it's when amateurs became so-called professionals.
Oh, yeah.
And with porn, it's like just regular moms in Ohio could realize if I just fuck a bunch of dudes and I could get subscribers to my website, I'll make a bunch of money, which is really the precursor to OnlyFans. But people act like OnlyFans is new.
No, hell no.
No, there were plenty of people out there with their own website, just like, hey, fuck these pro bitches that want you to buy movies and all that shit. I'm fucking everybody for $4.99 a month. You know, just subscribe to my page.
Amateur is one of the top
I remember when you
sites.
had MIRC chat. This was before Texas. This was before texting. This was before anything. You had MIRC chat, which was like a chat group, and you would get on there and you could do 20 and single or 20 and looking, 30 and looking, married and
MIRC
lonely. MIRC. Remember the
It was
MIRC?
MRC, Yahoo Chat, AOL Chat. It was chat
All
was a
of it,
big
man.
thing.
Prodigy was one of the big guys that were in the internet business, which are gone now.
Oh, I do remember Prodigy. That was 80s?
It was
again?
mid 90s,
Mid-90s.
94, 93, 94.
First,
My
I got
single
on
man? No.
Windows 3.11 for work groups. This is the first Windows. Everything was in
Bunch
file
of floppy
manager.
disks and shit.
Yeah, floppies
Yep.
and everything like that. And they had the couple of screensavers, the fireworks or the leaves, or like fly
This
through
was
space.
bag phone era. This is bag phone.
Yeah, for sure. What what's
You need a taser. You don't need a taser. Somebody got a taser? No taser. I'm gonna put it on. Taser. Aisle 3 taser.
But you had to go through Program Manager. You had Solitaire, you had Spider Solitaire, and you had AOL Instant Messenger.
That's all that was on there.
They're
You wanted
mailing
to-
out those discs, trying to get you to sign up. And they're going to charge
They
your
give
shit.
them away at Walmart.
Because you had to have everywhere. And then people started putting them in their skeet throwers and throwing them out there.
Had tons of them. That
Displays,
was the good old days, though, because that was when the internet was new and nobody really knew.
It was innocent.
That was the days, Berlin, that we could have gone in and made a freaking fortune.
Coulda, woulda,
And
shoulda.
we didn't do it.
Yep.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
coulda.
Shoulda,
But you
woulda,
didn't.
coulda.
You know, it's like you could have invested in Amazon back when they were.
Oh, my God.
Remember-
$1
I remember-
on Amazon.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
hindsight's a motherfucker. There's a lot of shit you look back and say you could have done.
I did buy AOL at 22 cents a share.
Oh,
And it took forever to buy it.
Yeah.
'Cause if you had-
But it finally did.
what's Bitcoin right now?
and
Their
it split to
cryptos
Time
are
Warner. There's a bunch of Time
going.
Warner.
We
But
didn't get it for like a
Yahoo,
buck.
I remember when Qualcomm come out. Qualcomm was like, I don't know, penny. It was a penny stock.
Well, it's a matter of
nothing.
getting out in front of it, dude. That's
Getting
all
out
it
in front
of
is.
it.
You got to get out in front
And
of it.
You got to
the
risk it to
internet-
get the biscuit.
I guess Berlin and I would say probably versus like you and Ross, we didn't know. To me personally, it was like, this is cool, but it's probably not going to last. Like it was like, I don't know. It seems cool, but it was so slow you couldn't enjoy it.
Right.
Wouldn't
Yeah.
you
Fair
say,
enough.
Berlin? Like it was like,
But it's
It was
better than
functional.
nothing.
It was about it functional. It was good for news.
yeah, it was good for news, but it's nothing
Yeah.
like now.
Wasn't- no,
where you get
it
this-
wasn't. It wasn't the whole thing back then.
No,
Like,
we were still going to the
now.
library. We wanted
yeah.
real
Well,
data.
you had encyclopedias. Encyclopedias used to be
Yeah.
a huge deal, and you could cite encyclopedias. Nowadays, you're like, oh, well, I have to get a moderately internet source, and then they're like, wait, no, you have to actually get a book source. And you're like, wait, what?
Well, we didn't have
what's
Where did
that?
a book come from? Like,
There was
I
no
got to use a semicolon.
There was
What?
no Google. I don't remember. There wasn't a Google back then.
Yahoo.
Wasn't it?
Yahoo's the
Was it
first
Yahoo
big time.
was
Yahoo
the
was the
big
big
thing?
search
Yahoo,
engine back
Ask
then.
Jeeves was big for a while.
Ask Jeeves was, yeah.
There was another one.
Isn't it weird how things have just gone away? Like I guess Google just came up and bought them all up, but
Well, not necessarily that. Google just, they branded themselves better. They had all
Mm-hmm.
the knowledge. They put the right stuff forward.
remember when Yahoo had that ad? Yahoo.
That was a little loud, but
Yeah,
yes, I do
well,
remember.
that's when Mark Cuban was making money off of it.
Yep.
That's who had
That's not real
Yahoo,
Mark
wasn't it?
Cuban.
And
Yeah, but he
then
also
did
owns a basketball
PayPal,
team.
didn't he? Didn't he do
Yep,
PayPal?
I think so.
Mark
I
Cuban.
think so. But he also owns a basketball team.
He does.
Dallas
But-
Mavericks.
Oh, yeah,
I-
he owns the Mavericks now.
But you
Well,
know,
what
when
kind
he
of money?
bought the Mavericks, he didn't pay much for the Mavericks, but it's worth about 15, 20 times what he paid for it.
Yeah.
But he made all his money on it because that was back when the guys were making money in the .com.
Oh, yeah.
Remember
Yeah.
that was the .com.
Blow up. Yes, when .com
Anything
blew
was
up.
.com, you could probably get paid.
Well, then, how about GoDaddy, where they patented the idea to make your own website? Like how
I mean, and you look at it now, there's a million websites out there that you
Right.
can make a website
then they started
on.
doing the sexy commercials with Danica Patrick
Yep.
and all that. It's like Carl's and Carl's Jr. to the sexy girl eating a hamburger. Man, I really
go online to GoDaddy.
You know, when
See,
everybody
man.
makes a
Pickle on her
big deal
titty.
about cloud storage and all that stuff these days, that's what GoDaddy basically was. It's just we'll rent you space on our server that you don't have to worry about.
No,
it
that's-
exists somewhere else.
Yep.
That's just the fucking.
That's
just
the domain
fucking
name.
Cloud. That's,
Then you got to build your own shit.
But yeah, that's
Well,
true.
you
but
could
we'll
create
say- but
the
you could
cloud.
build the simplest website. Because when I had one, I just stored shit on there. Like, it's a free space to keep all my shit. And I don't have to worry about it.
You could
crashing.
create the cloud.
okay.
Your own. Like you could take a server
Yeah,
and create
personal
your own
cloud,
cloud.
Yeah,
And then-
cloud's the
And
biggest.
then we could jump
line of
on it
bullshit.
too, right? I mean, we could store stuff in your cloud.
I can give you
like a
access to my
Dropbox.
personal cloud.
That's a good idea. We could see all of Scott's Nudie magazine pictures.
There you go.
Oh, he's got all the stuff he's got saved up.
Dang, I wish
you
I
put them
had
all in the
some
cloud.
I wish I had some
I
stuff.
got a
saved up.
stack of penthouses from the 70s and 80s like this. So if y'all ever want to see
That's
them, it's
money,
probably the
bro.
same one.
That's money.
Yeah, the pages aren't too sticky either.
Oh, that's good though. I mean, it's good. They're not that sticky.
Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. It's 8:31.
Dang,
Feel like we've
only?
been rambling, but it's been going by fast. Let's take a little break. We're going to pay some bills. Here's what we got coming up. We got an Annie Mae's new commercial coming up. We want to thank again. We got some
Titty dip.
Four on the Floor. We got some Jordan Shepherd. Got some other commercials coming up. But again, we want to thank the Junkyard Bar for letting us come out here and do this. And we're going to play a little thing. He's going to go get us another drink, and then we'll be right back. Think about those topics, y'all. Call in if you get one. Later.
Show them titties.
Showing us them titties. Ooh,
Let me
y'all
see
can
one
y'all can actually
titty.
send us the titty pics through Facebook Messenger if y'all got them. We won't tell nobody, so don't be
This guy gets
weird about it.
Tell people.
Stick around. You're listening to Swamper Talk Live with Josh, Scott, Ross, and Berlin. A lot more show left, everybody, so don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a moment. Hey, Twin Cities, are you looking to have a good time tonight? Why not go check out the Junkyard Bar? They're right there in Monroe, Louisiana, right off Desert Street, just behind Two Dudes Barbecue, with live karaoke every Wednesday and Thursday night and live bands on the weekends. Go check them out. You're sure to have a good time. Remember the Junkyard Bar. Hey, out there in Facebook land, are you tired of getting your favorite expensive bag of chips and your favorite expensive bottle of salsa, only to find out the salsa just doesn't do those chips justice? Well, I'll tell you what we did. We went and got some Annie Mae's Hot Stuff salsa. It's made right here local in West Monroe, Louisiana. And let me tell you, she uses only fresh ingredients. None of that stuff that's been put through the ringer and all the flavor and nutrition taken out of it, and then you are sold that at a high elevated price. Not Annie Mae's. Fresh, local produce goes into this. And let me tell you, friends, you will notice the difference with your first dip when you put your chip in that salsa. Comes in 3 different flavors, if I'm not mistaken. 3 different hot. So you got hot, mild, and I guess medium that you can get for your different taste levels. So go check her out. She's right there on Facebook. Annie Mae's Hot Stuff. Most people here in town know about her. So she comes well recommended in the salsa industry. So check her out. You will not be disappointed. She's a Swamper Talk Live sponsor. And we really appreciate and love her salsa. So give her a shout out. Annie Mae's Hot Stuff. You will not regret it.
Well, I got a window that I can't close. Nobody even knows. Ain't nobody watching, see. So baby, come play with me. Let's get lost. Lost in the moment, baby, just you and me. And I got a shoe that just won't fit. I got a cat that just won't sit. I got a pipe that just won't hit. 'Cause I'd be sitting here getting lit. Let's take a drive. Let's head on down to Lafayette. Baby, won't you stand? Stand in the window, throwing rocks for you. Baby, won't you stand? Stand in the window, throwing rocks for you. Well, I got a dog that just won't hunt. You just can't do another stunt. I got a bird that just won't fly. Baby, why not is better than why. Let's just live. Live for the moment, baby, just you and me. Baby, won't you stand? Stand in the window, I'm throwing rocks for you. Baby, won't you stand? Stand in the window, throwing rocks for you.
I've been drinking myself to sleep each night for a while now. Ever since we had that last big fight, I've been broke down. And everything reminds me of you, and every single little thing I do, I can't run away. So I drink away the pain. I've been calling out your name, but there's no reply. Tried to push off all the blame, but it's just a lie. Oh, it's just a lie. And I'm the reason you went away, and that's the one thing I think of all day. That I can't run away, so I drink away the pain. And maybe one of these days you'll forgive me. And maybe one of these days I'll move on. But right now I'm in hell, and I'm killing myself. And the word for the bottle, I'd be all alone. I love you till the end of time. You'll always be on my mind. I can't run away, so I drink away the pain. I can't run away, so I drink away the pain. I can't run away, so I drink away the pain.
Stick around. You're listening to Swamper Talk Live with Josh, Scott, Ross, and Berlin. A lot more show left, everybody, so don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a moment. Hey, Twin Cities, are you looking to have a good time tonight? Why not go check out the Junkyard Bar? They're right there in Monroe, Louisiana, right off Desert Street, just behind Two Dudes Barbecue, with live karaoke every Wednesday and Thursday night and live bands on the weekends. Go check them out. You're sure to have a good time. Remember the Junkyard Bar. Hey, out there in Facebook land, are you tired of getting your favorite expensive bag of chips and your favorite expensive bottle of salsa, only to find out the salsa just doesn't do those chips justice? Well, I'll tell you what we did. We went and got some Annie Mae's Hot Stuff salsa. It's made right here local in West Monroe, Louisiana. And let me tell you, she uses only fresh ingredients. None of that stuff that's been put through the ringer and all the flavor and nutrition taken out of it, and then you are sold that at a high elevated price. Not Annie Mae's. Fresh, local produce goes into this. And let me tell you, friends, you will notice the difference with your first dip when you put your chip in that salsa. Comes in 3 different flavors, if I'm not mistaken. 3 different hot. So you got hot, mild, and I guess medium that you can get for your different taste levels. So go check her out. She's right there on Facebook. Annie Mae's Hot Stuff. Most people here in town know about her. So she comes well recommended in the salsa industry. So check her out. You will not be disappointed. She's a Swamper Talk Live sponsor. And we really appreciate and love her salsa. So give her a shout out. Annie Mae's hot stuff. You will not regret it. Oh, yeah. You will not regret it when you get Annie Mae's salsa in your belly. Like they said on that deal, get in my belly. That's when it is.
No.
Well, I'll tell you what we did while we were out there on break. We picked up a fifth person here for tonight. I did not get her name. I introduced myself, but I didn't get her name.
Do you want my real name?
Nope,
or do you want...
pseudonym is fine.
Whatever name I can think about when I close my eyes later tonight.
And
That's
touch
the name
yourself?
of it. Yeah, absolutely.
Only the best of
You
ways.
have listened to this show.
Only in the best of ways.
You have listened to this show.
See, she knows better already.
So what name do you want to go with? You can do a pseudonym name if you want to.
So most people call me B, but you can call me
call you an
Dominican
A.
Demon.
Come again? What was that last
Dominican demon.
Dominican Demon.
I caught that slick one. I'll call you A.
Because I'm mentally spontaneous and I'm Hispanic, whatever, whatever.
Do you know A-Rod?
Oh.
I don't know A-Rod.
Never met him?
I never met him.
Damn it, I was hoping
But I
you were
know
rich.
a couple other Dominican baseball players.
Well, I could show
Sammy
you A-Rod.
because he's not Dominican anymore.
He's not from
He's a
Houston.
straight up white dude.
He's state.
No,
He's
just
state.
Straight up
me.
white
I can show
dude.
you
He's
A-Rod.
a straight up white dude now.
We don't claim him. We don't claim him.
He's not as big,
We don't claim
but
him.
it's A-Rod.
So we got you over here, and
Let's
we
do
were
this.
just going to talk about one of the topics that we had talked about earlier was New Year's
hookup?
Eve hookups. Have you ever
Ooh.
had one?
Actually, I've never had like a one night stand because everybody is repeat customers.
Right.
Oh, I did one
Has
start.
it ever started as a one night stand though?
Started as a one night stand, but listen, Mama got the wet. Okay,
Oh, God.
There it is. All right.
Oh Lord.
So you got them
10
hooked
out
on
of 10 would recommend.
Oh.
Damn. Can't say I've ever hated any piece I've ever gotten. So
That's awesome.
well, I broke my dick on a piece. So,
You broke it?
Yeah, he did.
Broke.
He totally
Yeah,
did.
whole deal.
Oh no!
Totally did.
Did you
Yeah.
put it in a cast and everything? Like
No, it was more like a black eye, but a black.
It happens.
So it wasn't a black dick, but it was purple at the base and all around. It was a purple dick.
some weird shit happened.
It wasn't a black dick. It was a purple.
He was
dick.
legit
Were
the
you,
eggplant
playing
emoji.
on a swing or something?
No, it's just
Was she just riding you?
Nope. And that's what they think. It didn't snap anything. It was you have to go back and listen to episode 5, 6, 7.
Oh my gosh, I'm going to.
It was
Around the
on
holidays.
Yeah, I
around
try
the
to block all
holidays,
that out of my
December.
brain.
Yeah, on Apple iTunes, Spotify, Anchor. You
It
can
was a
listen to
4-bottle
Yeah,
one.
right. Google
with the
Podcast.
new memory foam mattress.
Yeah.
They sink as you're going, so you lose your place.
Until you
And
lose control.
It wasn't as long as I thought it was, so when I stroked,
Well,
I gave it
You
to
took his
everything.
miscalculated just
I
a
mean,
bit.
just by
Just
that
a
much.
little bit.
By
Just by that much.
Are you from
Took a
here?
hard
Are you
left,
local?
right?
Are you from the
No,
area? Are you
I'm
here at
from
college?
Texas.
What are you doing here?
So I moved here 2 years ago,
Okay.
but I'm not from here. I'm from Texas, the best
Okay.
country in the world.
What
Sorry.
part? What
sorry.
part?
Get up
what
in there.
part? Dallas?
From Houston,
Oh.
Houston. But
Okay.
my adult life, I lived in College Station.
Oh.
Oh, party capital of the
Man,
states, huh?
Literally.
That's a
Beat
party,
out
party
Cancun,
place.
brought it back to the USA,
Right.
Yeah,
USA.
literally.
You ever been on a podcast dating show before?
I have not.
You
no.
want to be?
Sure. Fuck it.
Oh, there
You just
it is.
won. We're going out
listen,
next
I'm
weekend.
a trier. You know how people say,
Right.
"Oh, I'm gay, I'm straight, I'm bi." I'm like, I'm a trier.
Right.
I try everything once,
Well,
maybe
you fit in
twice.
well here.
You ought to try going out with
There it
me
is.
on
You know, try
Friday
it.
Fit in well here.
You know, I've
You
slept
gotta-
like,
you gotta
I've
propose
slept
that
with
much
like 3
louder.
girls,
And you
and
don't
I'm
know
like,
We're
you
gonna
don't
get
like
there.
it until you've tried it and not liked it at least twice.
Exactly.
Right.
It,
And that
do
third
you
time
really
just to make
know?
sure.
Exactly.
Third time's a charm every time.
I
As
think,
I always say, you gotta suck a dick to know you don't like sucking dicks.
No, I love sucking dick.
Well, that's-
And I'm
well,
good
that's-
at
we're
it,
that's
too.
my
definitely going
personal-
out Friday night.
Anyway.
He's already requesting.
So that
Yeah.
date's
You
been
go out.
set.
Friday
Well, the
night.
date you entered and won the date before you even knew you were even in the
Ding, ding, ding,
contest.
ding, winner.
Yes.
I think that happened
That's
with
what
Cole too. So you know,
Totally happened with
we had a
Cole.
good time. There it
Cole
is.
changed his up.
Right.
He was like,
I like it, man. I was gonna mix it up. Honestly, man, that's my heart.
I love how he was like, no, it's
man.
cool. We'll do something different.
All right, Seth.
I said,
So we'll get your contact number before you leave. You
And a
can-
man
if you
that
don't
gives
trust
up a
me-
guaranteed piece to try it out on
Hey.
something new.
yeah.
If you
What
don't,
kind of piece are you talking about, though?
You know what kind of piece I'm talking about.
if you don't
A
trust me
guaranteed
to give
piece.
the contact, you can give it to Ross, and he'll be facilitating everything.
Oh, you want me to?
Listen,
Kelly Murphy
I
is
give
totally
my
for
contact,
me.
Listen,
It's
my
totally for me,
block
Kelly
list is
Murphy.
really long. I trust everybody
Don't say it
until
on
I
the air.
don't.
Well,
Yeah,
we're
don't
really
say
big in Monaco.
Yeah, we
Oh, yeah, I
are.
hear a lot of rich people are there, but
We
you know,
are really
Singapore
big
as
in
well.
Monaco.
Singapore.
We are
and
known in
Singapore.
Singapore.
yeah,
Singapore,
so-
yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
You got your passport?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I'm
Oh,
Dominican.
you going, girl?
Right.
Well, I
You
mean,
going?
I
You got your
am-
green card. No,
I
that's
am
not there.
a
No,
dual
I'm
citizen.
American for real. I'm a fob kid, but I was born here.
Metric or customary?
No. Like
No.
born in the USA.
When you measure a football field, it's 100.
Oh, I don't know that. I just know like the first down and stuff like that. That's it. Listen,
She
I
just
hate
knows they
bitches.
score.
No.
She just knows they get a first down every time.
Okay.
Let me break this down really quickly. I hate bitches that are like, I mean, I love football. No, bitch.
Yeah,
be
I hate
real.
those too.
I'm here for the dick and the alcohol. Let's be real.
Yep, I
That's
feel you.
it.
Oh,
That's
wow.
all you need.
That's
Did I
it.
That's all
mention
you need.
it's
Yeah.
actually a
That's-
2-day in a row
That's
date
you know,
that you
that's
just
a
won?
whole nother
It's a
topic.
Friday and Saturday night
That's
date
a
that
full
you won.
weekend date.
It's
That's
a
a whole
weekend.
other
You're just going
It's
to
a
stay the night and
weekend.
keep.
Yeah.
You're just going to stay there all weekend.
It's a
I'm not saying
weekend
chicks
date
can't
that
like
you won.
football, but I know a lot of them, you know, where that LSU. This is Monroe, Louisiana. We are
Right.
ULM. We had any kind of sport, we might have won a game this year. Who knows?
You know what's so funny is
Why not?
most
But
people
people
here
wear
don't
LSU
even follow.
shit to ULM
and I'm an
games.
alumni of ULM,
Same.
NLU,
Same.
and I don't
I was
even
an
keep
Indian
up
out of
with their.
Warhol.
I don't even keep up with their sports program.
well,
but I know what
they're not the
LSU's
best.
got going on.
I do.
LSU
Do you?
sucked this year too.
ULM.
Okay.
I do.
Are they
Well,
still
you know how
bad?
terrible they were.
They're still.
Okay.
Gigamax, though.
They had only won like one game between all of their sports in
You work
about
for NASA.
4 months.
Yeah, like 1 in 47
I'm from
all around the
Houston.
board.
That's why you got to rep
Bless their
NASA.
Hawks.
Bad.
I'd like to
Bless
put
their
a
Hawks.
meteorite in you.
Bad. I think that was volleyball. They won one game.
Hey, that's a yardierite to you, sir. Ain't no meteorite in here. It's
Damn right.
Mario.
That's
We
right.
measure
I'd
and
like to
fucking
put a
yards.
yardierite.
The yardierite.
This guy gets it.
We don't do that crazy bullshit.
This here's America.
Yeah,
Man,
well,
America,
sum it up.
motherfucker.
Sum it up, B. Inches or centimeters. How do you measure a penis?
Inches?
Solid answer.
Always.
See,
Always.
American, like she said.
Thickness? Is it thick? Can I choke on it or what?
That's
I
what you
think
need
she
to
Well,
know.
I don't- well, we don't
a
know.
lot of
Is that
chicks are
third day?
measured.
You're gonna find out.
A lot of chicks are measured how far it goes past the uvula. And if you don't know what that is, that's that dangly bit in your throat that's like a clit, but it's, everybody's got one.
Well, everybody,
Oh,
but everybody
like
knows it now.
like
Third foot. Yeah.
That's because of
Everybody
WAP.
knows it.
Yeah,
Walk.
because of
That's a
WAP.
dangly thing.
Right.
That's
Said
the
that
back.
dangly
Yep.
thing like
I
a
wanted to
clip.
touch the dangling thing in the back of my throat.
Oh,
That song was not a
Hell, I
total
wanna
waste.
touch the
then.
dangly thing in the
It's
back of your
catchy
throat.
and educational. It might as well be on Magic School
Hey,
Bus.
listen, I love Cardi because she's Dominican, and everybody hates her, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
Is
I love
she?
her. Yeah, she's Dominican.
I knew she used to be, excuse me, Cardi. She used to be Cardi, and then Instagram said, But Cardi's got that on lock.
Yeah, she put the
And so
Barty.
she
Yeah, 'cause
flipped
she-
this, put her
yeah.
thing down, flipped it, and reversed it. So she's
Yeah.
now Cardi B.
Yeah.
And I dig that. That's kind of cool.
I dig her. She's awesome.
That's fair.
I like
Hey,
it.
girl.
Yeah.
That's that.
And I don't get into
Oh,
new
you're gonna be so
age.
perfect.
My potty
Fun
mouth
music.
got me here with cool people.
That's how it works.
This is Kaylee. She's a bartender here at Junkyard.
Yes,
Say hello,
Kaylee.
Cameron.
Yeah, junkyard.
Hey,
Hey,
Kaylee,
Ain't
make
nobody
sure
mad at the
She's gonna be
junkyard.
serving you up the long necks, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, easy.
Oh, look at
Oh,
it.
Kaylee,
Hey,
do you want to
sl-
bring us some chalky nene?
Slowly.
Hey, do y'all want
Shake it
shots
Yes.
or no?
Yeah,
If you say no, you're not real.
Shot.
At Junkyard,
we've
you
never
have
not.
to have a Chucky Nene.
It
Chalky
is
Nene
the
or it
shot
didn't
at
happen.
junkyard.
I mean,
Chalky Nene. Chalky
you've
Nene,
heard of
girl.
Bob's Burgers. This place more like Bob's Burgers. It's
like
a new thing every time. They got a whole code. It's like ordering alcohol at Waffle House, and I love it.
You're like, what's a Chalky Nene? And they start explaining to you. You're like, well, damn, that sounds delicious. Let's have one.
Yeah, and if you
Yeah.
ask for a WAP, you get a wet ass PBR.
Yeah.
It's a whole ass thing here.
It's the
And
best.
I love it.
It's
And
the
that's
best.
why it's the place to come in winter.
They also do a hot Chalky Nene. And you're like, what?
Do they?
Yeah. You didn't know that? They do a hot
Oh, is
Chalky
that what I've
Nene.
been seeing
God.
Scott drinking in
Oh,
Cyros?
yeah. Oh, no. It's,
No,
well,
I don't like
they do
any
it in the
hot
mug.
shots, really.
No, not a shot.
What's
no,
hot
no,
chocolate
no,
with
it's,
Nene
it's like
in
a
it?
mug. It's a full drink. A
Yeah,
hot
it's like
Chalky
hot
Nene.
chocolate and then
Yeah, the
Nene.
Chucky Nene.
With alcohol, yeah.
Watch
I'm more a
me
fan
live.
of just the Nene.
Watch me Nene.
yeah.
Okay.
Why the fuck ain't I thought of that till now? They should totally have a Chucky Nene shot with whipped cream.
We should
call the whipping Nene.
and gentlemen, okay.
We got 5 seconds.
There it is.
The should have started
all we
with
got.
to it.
That's all we got.
That's all we got.
We're gonna get banned. We're already banned from Facebook now.
Well, I don't know. Shouts out to LMFAO and Lil Jon for letting us use your music. Y'all are cool.
Shout out. We do not own the rights to this music. We do not own the rights. We do not own the rights to that
This
music.
is a great
Sorry,
song
Mark
to shake your ass to, though.
Also, a trivia
Like, have
question.
y'all done it?
Oh, yes.
Sorry, Marcus Zuckerberg. Oh, Kelly Murphy says you can get that number, Ross, and it's okay to forward it to me once you get it.
I didn't. Oh, she okay, yeah. Lemon drops. What?
Cut it out unless you're trying to meet A-Rod tonight.
Well, congratulations. You're not done yet. Don't
Trivia
go
question,
anywhere.
trivia
Oh,
question,
I
real
want
quick.
to be here the whole time. Like,
Do you guys know of, the band, which is Uncle and Nephew, Red Foo and Sky Blue, no longer together? Do you know what LMFAO actually stands for?
What does it stand for?
Anybody want to take a guess?
laughing my fucking ass off?
Very close,
It
but
was
no.
last my fucking ass.
thought
No,
that
no,
was- I
no.
thought that
They,
was-
well,
Is
if
it
you listen
something else?
closely, they are suggestive. They don't really cuss a lot. It's loving my friends and others, and
Fair
kids
enough.
love
enough.
those.
I like it.
Party
I,
rock
my
anthems,
friends
party
and
rock,
Party rock
They talk about getting fucked up. But
I
they don't
thought
really
it was
cuss a whole
something
lot.
nasty. I don't
They
know.
really don't.
No, I
You're
wish
right.
it was. That's the favorite concert except Queen with Adam Lambert that I've ever been to. So
It's a
dressed
Queen?
up like Red, well, with Adam Lambert, but it was still a hell of a show.
Fair enough.
So I dressed up like Red Foo, and
Fair enough.
fucking coked out of my brain.
Hell yeah.
And
That
all
helps,
these
right? That
families
does.
kept bringing their kids over to take pictures with me, and I was like, "I'm not him." Like the kids don't know. Shut up, and take the picture. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. I thought, he
He's
pointed at me,
charging
he
$5
recognized. I
$5
didn't get to meet
picture.
him, but it was fun.
You
We
know,
almost got kicked out the concert twice because people kept lining up to take pictures of me in the stands while Ella Funk was opening.
Didn't you go there with Priya? Wasn't it Priya?
Yeah, Priya was there.
Okay.
Local
so.
attorney Todd Seymourn, who
Chucky
took no part in any of the things.
Priya.
Have you ever heard in a wreck?
Kaylee, y'all at the junkyard. If y'all come over here, y'all need to
they'll treat
ask
you
for
right.
her.
They
and
will
get
treat
her,
you right.
Tip her right, and she loves the tip.
If you don't tip,
So-
you're a fucking asshole.
Bet. They're trying to change
She'll
the
drink
whole
the tip in the booty
thing.
hole.
Oh,
Whoa,
just a
whoa,
tip.
Whoa,
Wait,
not
wait,
the
wait.
booty hole.
But you
Well,
already
she'll
know it's
take
just
a
a
Shelby.
tip.
I don't know what happened.
You know it's just
One
a
for the
tip.
fences
Just
on
for a
that.
minute. Just see how you feel about it.
Listen, that shit
Everybody, they
hurt.
want shots.
Chucky Nene.
Cheers. What are we cheersing to?
To Chucky Nene.
To our 3-day date.
I was gonna say to big dicks and tight pussies, but all right.
Also works just
Oh,
as
wait, I
well.
got to spit mine back in my glass. Sorry.
So let's get to the nitty gritty here. Now that we got you on the show. You an older man kind of chick, or you a younger man, your own age kind of girl?
She's a try anything you want.
God, that is so
She did say
transparent,
she'll try
bro.
anything twice.
That is so
Three
transparent.
times. She'll try anything three times.
I've literally slept with
Wait.
3 girls.
Okay,
Actually,
hold
I
up.
had 2 threesomes, and then I slept with a girl at Northgate.
I got a question.
So, well, look at that shit.
Northgate Mall or?
If you
No, so I
sleep
used to
with
be a
a
Bud
guy,
Light. I was a Bud Light girl when I lived in College Station.
Oh, I see that.
And
I used to
dated
go
the
out with a
Jaeger girl
Jägermeister girl. Bro, you!
No shit. Hang on.
I also did
All right,
that.
let's let her go.
I also did that. So I went out, and one of the other Bud Light girls, she was like, "Come to the restroom with me," and I was like, "All right, whatever." Like, bitches flock together. And she just literally stuck her tongue down my throat. I like to
Oh,
kiss.
I'd love to do that.
I've heard I'm a good kisser. Let's not say that I'm a good kisser because it's like.
Is that what
Yeah, you
happens in the
can't.
bathroom?
Oh,
Literally,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
sometimes,
All the
a lot
time.
of times.
2021 keeps delivering, guys.
Listen, it's either
Bro.
Coke or making out. Those are the
There
only
it
2
is.
options.
I've heard that.
Okay,
That's
okay,
it.
okay,
There it is.
okay,
So
okay.
she started making out with me, and then she got really raw, pulled my titty out, and I was like, "Ooh, okay, we're doing
This is happening.
And
was
then
a
we
thing.
fucked in 3 different bathrooms.
I think I finally found her, guys. 20,000 people at a concert.
Damn it.
Porta John
She
6.
will.
Would you or would you not?
Damn.
Porta
Listen
John.
to
This
say it
is
again.
it's a whole
Hey,
episode.
Shirley.
I've been looking for someone. And it might not be you. Just close your eyes and listen. 20,000 people.
Exactly.
20,000 people.
20,000
Let's call
people.
it
I know where
Voodoo
this is
Fest
going. I
in
know
New
where this is
Orleans at
going.
Armstrong Park. Only place you got supported, John. You gonna fuck? You're not gonna fuck.
You're gonna fuck.
God
There
damn
it is.
it!
There it is. We
What
found
the
her.
fuck? You better fuck.
We found her.
Guys,
You
it looks
better
like
pop that.
What's the
One time.
temperature
Okay,
outside?
here's the deal. This is not my date anymore.
Voodoo
This is
Fest,
my fiance.
October, Louisiana. You never know. It's either hot as balls or cold as
Let
balls.
me-
So I'm saying
Fine.
Voodoo Fest. I'm assuming it's pretty
Hold
hot.
up.
Last time I went, it was wet as fuck. Stomping through mud. Like, Porta Johns had to have at least 3 inches of mud in them. And then with the poop, you don't know what's what.
Hey, listen, if
Everything's
it's salty,
blue.
it's better.
What? Come.
Oh.
Not always.
No. You know how some guys are like, oh, hold on, let me take a bath real quick. I didn't take a shower.
Shit.
I'm
We're
like,
in a
let me
different-
lick
Oh,
that. Let me lick that salty dick. It's
Oh, yeah, sweater is better. Hey, it's sweater weather.
I love it. He's like, hold on.
Hey, Scott, I don't think you ever signed the papers last time, so credentials.
Oh, she's a much better wife. She'll at least
It's
put
happening.
out.
Yeah. We are gathered here today.
Credentialed. He's credentialed.
Oh.
He's ready. He's ready.
They know. We've been waiting for this day for a long
No,
time. We are
I've
gathered
never
here
seen
today.
this. I've never seen this. This is beautiful.
You're welcome. If you know have any friends that want to get married by a friend,
Yeah.
I'd like to meet them first so we can become friends, then I'll marry them.
Yes.
Same sex, opposite sex,
Yes.
non-sexual, everybody, yeah.
Whoever.
Universal live
Everybody.
church. If they're alive, I can marry them. Once they're dead, I gotta look in the rule book.
It's kind of weird. It's
I
kind
gotta
of
look in
weird.
the rule book. I know you can't fuck them.
There's
We've
got
been
to be a
down that
loophole
road.
or two.
Yeah, you cannot
I
fuck
never
them once
sent
they're
off.
dead.
I never
That's
sent
very
off
fair.
to get my card, but
I
I
didn't
did
think
do
so.
the whole thing.
I mean, do you really need it at this point? We have 2 friends that have one, so that's
Well,
good enough.
well, I'll tell you this: in events of STEM, the more kids you got, the more money you get. So, anybody's got too many to claim, I'm willing
That was
to
great for
split
that.
the claim with them.
Listen, all my employees were like, "Oh, we got our stimulus checks." I was like, "Listen, don't try to call in, motherfuckers, because I'll fire you."
Well, that brings an interesting
Fired.
point. What is it that you do? You don't have to tell us the place. Just
So-
Yeah,
Okay.
pretend you can't drop brand names.
Yeah. I'm not drunk. So I'm a general manager.
Oh God, this is even better than I thought.
Yeah.
In a place that sells clothes or a place that does oil changes
it's
or
a place that makes relaxation happen.
oh titties, big deal.
Herbal
Like
foreplay.
it. How you going? I love you, Beachy.
I'll let you whisper in my ear.
Yeah, we
later.
can drop herbal.
It sounds like a yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it sounds like a relaxation place.
One of our sponsors is Tana at Herbal Foreplay.
Yeah, I've never been there. You
what?
can get a shit
And
ton
I
of
gotta
stuff
tell
for
you
$75.
something. Yeah. Good
Anal
sex
beads,
No, ours is
starts
cheaper.
You need
with
some good anal
foreplay.
beads, girl?
Good
It does.
sex starts with foreplay.
Good
does.
sex. Listen.
I finally did it, Tana. I
Yeah.
remembered
There it
it.
was.
I remembered it.
That song's for
Hey,
you,
You got
buddy.
the rules down,
Celebrate.
man. You got the rules down.
He is the champion.
Play Flare and
The things that
Shire.
don't foreplay, it's like, did you even ride a bike?
Oh God.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
How do you get started going?
How do you
Yeah,
start
that's
going?
see, that's right, man. I'm like, yeah, I totally get those random boners, but I don't know why.
Let's play a little bit.
But like once
I
I'm
call it
there,
let's play. I don't
maybe
call it
it's
sex. I say
performance
let's
anxiety.
play.
How are you
Like,
on
Right.
drama?
wait a minute, I'm even
That's a-
shaking.
How
How are you on
sometimes.
drama?
Just so nervous
Drama?
about not
No,
being as
I
good
don't
as I
like
should.
drama, but like if
gotta
there
build
is
up to
drama,
it.
I'll
and
figure
that's
it out.
and that's why we get round the bases.
Let me ask
Plus,
you this.
foreplay counts
I'm
towards
trying to just find a
time,
bunch
so
of
we like
angles.
to smash
Absolutely,
the
only
ring.
benefit
bro.
me.
We're
Come
having,
on,
Yeah.
we're having
Oh my
two
God, we did it
completely
for
different
2 hours.
conversations.
Yeah, they're
But it
Two
was
completely
like, you
different
know,
conversations. We got to settle
2
down.
hours foreplay and 30 seconds of
We've gone too
man.
far.
It all counts.
It's the
It all
music.
counts.
I don't know who's playing it, but it's
It's kind
just makes you wanna talk.
Yeah, it's
there.
kind of
It's
making
crazy.
everything.
it's
difficult.
beautiful. No, I love it.
Well, I
it makes
tell you
me
what.
feel free enough to talk
For
about
me,
anything.
I'm excited
Well, no,
that
well-
I met my wife here.
What's your
And,
question though?
Well,
I love questions.
I was trying to figure out different angles to make it all work out.
Oh,
So I didn't know if I
always
should
have to
go
use
with
different angles, baby.
Whoa.
That was
Always have to
declarative.
use different
Whoa.
angles.
That was not
Let-
interrogative. That was
Let's
declarative.
shuffle it up. Let's shuffle the dominoes up. Let's go.
Just ask it.
I think
Don't
my
worry about
family
it.
would like you.
Hey.
I'm just saying.
Just ask the question.
And it,
You
either
taking her
way,
with me, Shirley?
well, no, she's
When
going.
you say family, do you mean us or like
if
blood?
We go out,
Oh, yeah, no.
Because we already
this
like
is my
us.
family, right?
Yeah, we already like her.
No, she's
She's not worried about your other
Hey,
family.
so
Come on.
It's
far.
so hard to meet good people, and you know what the nice thing is,
So
you
hard.
never know when you're going to meet that person. And
Real
I'm not
shit, man.
saying we're going to run off into a rainbow.
What you can't run into a rainbow, but
God
Yeah,
damn,
I
if
was
we
trying to
do.
make the connection
I
there,
mean,
but
trying
Go
to.
lava windsurfing in hell.
He's thinking about
Well,
Anchorman when
Dominican,
they, you know,
she's
riding on
going
the
to be
rainbow.
into families. Like, she's going to be a family-oriented kind of girl, right?
And warm weather.
Right.
So
And
Warm
according to
weather,
her,
we gotta need a big
even
bed.
if I'm fuck it up, I'm still going to get at least one more date because she does
That's true.
everything at least twice.
Bro, but like, look
3
at this.
times.
Imagine
3 times.
family.
3 times.
And that's a whole other
She said
country
it
away.
3 times.
So that
3
doesn't
times.
She said,
count.
look, so if you miss her showing her titties, she's going to do it 2 more times.
Oh,
That's the way it's
gosh.
going to work
No,
tonight.
listen,
What?
so like,
You know, if you
my
did right
best
now, the
friend,
costume would-
Everybody at my best friend's fiance's house, they've all seen my titties. It's a problem.
Yeah, but we haven't seen your
I
titties.
know. I've
The
grown
camera
up
won't.
a little bit.
Listen,
So
I'm
I
going
was-
to say
I was
this.
The
at a
camera's
bar-
behind you.
No, no,
You
no.
can-
Thank you,
I was
Ross.
at a
I was
bar-
about to say
I was at
that.
a bar one time, and I
Call the
literally-
junkyard.
No,
It was
listen.
January the 3rd, 2021.
It's the
Fourth.
fourth. It's the fourth. So I was at this bar, and my best friend's fiance, which was her boyfriend at the time, I was super drunk. He was like, "Oh, show Tyler your titties," and I was like, "I don't give a fuck." Showed him my titties, and then I started unbuttoning my pants. I was like, "I worked for this fucking body."
Damn.
Shit, I'm,
Like,
She work.
I'm
and
thinking
I
of
was
getting
like-
me a
and then-
second
and
job
and
so
then
I
the
can
next
get that
day I was
bum.
like,
you know.
"Oh my god, I really did that." Fuck.
No, that was not me. That was Patricia.
That wasn't me. It was the other bitch. Fuck her. We don't like her.
Okay. That movie is a good band for it.
So
But
when,
listen, I don't regret anything. So it's like, you do it, own it, live it.
Well,
well,
since
if
I
that's
can't
your
see your
attitude,
ears.
we definitely have to go. You have no regrets.
There it
My
is.
God, you're perfect.
No regrets at all.
Hey, let's go around the table. Have or ever had any piercings?
Me, yes. I
personally.
pierced my own ear one time.
Really?
With a potato and a piece of ice.
What?
That's fair.
I was like 15.
Yeah, you push it.
Like,
You
how
push it
sharp
through.
was that potato?
Yeah, it hurt
How
like
sharp
a
was that
motherfucker.
fucking potato?
Well, no, I mean,
Dude, I
really.
How do you do it
Fuck's
with
sake, I know
potato?
the ice there to number,
I
but like you
shoved
showed a
the
potato.
stud through my ear, not
A spud?
The stud of the
Oh, I thought you
earring.
spud. You said potato.
God.
Oh, potato's the backing.
Yeah, the backing, and then a piece of ice to
I'm
numb
gonna
it.
say, I still got the hole in my ear. I just
You
took
did
a
it, too?
sewing needle
Yeah.
and just.
We old
Ross?
school, man. We about
I've
the
never
pain.
done it.
You've never
I didn't do it.
suck a needle through yourself.
Nope. No need.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead. You're last. I one time at church camp pierced my arm with someone else's earring.
It's a church camp for me.
Yeah, like I had horrible acne into my teens, and I milked out, one of the wax ones that you get on your arms, and I stuck it in there, and I was like, oh, it keeps going.
And it gives
Oh,
me
I guess I can just
control
push it
over
back through.
Gives me control.
And then I wore a fucking
Are you trying
earring
to
in my
control
arm
me?
because I thought it
So,
was cool.
church camp was
Well,
a place
later.
that you came up with this.
Yeah.
Nothing better to
Well,
do.
that's when he said potato. I was like, we have potato salad, but like, why didn't I think of that? A
Dang.
potato, pierce my arm, just rub it on there.
That's
no,
why I said it's the church camp for me.
Church camp, yeah. That's the part that threw me way off.
Lord.
Like, okay,
I
I'll have you
camp's
guys
a
know,
place
I'm
to
an
stick a
ordained
hole in.
minister.
Right?
You are. I
the man.
can't
He
argue
pierced
with
the
that.
shit.
He showed me his card. It's real.
Berlin said he did pierce
Yeah,
his ear.
Berlin had an
Shoved
ear.
his
You
own
had an
ear.
ear.
How old were you?
Here.
I was
pierced my
17 or
cartilage
16.
I was
when
about the
was, like,
same. I think I was
14.
16.
Yeah.
My mama started crying when she saw it because it was infected.
But, hey,
Well, yeah, he used the
back
potato.
then,
His
head's
it
gonna
was going
roll.
to get infected.
He used
How,
the
wait,
potato.
wait. How infected did it get? Did
You
it
use
get?
a potato.
Yes, to
Yeah,
the
that
point.
infected
It's the potato.
Yeah.
Idaho or
I'm a
sweet
potato.
Fuck it,
It was
hey.
the potato. Oh.
All right, so B.
So how about your story, fiance? When did you
I
do?
pierced my cartilage when I was 13.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah,
bold move.
So I have super strict Hispanic parents and
Catholic.
Chancla.
Catholic as fuck.
Yes.
Oh man.
There it is.
And so I was like, I want to really pierce my, like, I literally shaved half of my eyebrow off because my mom wouldn't let me do my eyebrows till I was 15. And
That was
2 years
rebellion.
prior, I tried to do my cartilage. That hurt. Didn't do that again. But yeah,
on.
I could tell you some stories. It got really weird.
Oh, please do. Just go ahead. Tell us our stories.
That's awesome.
Come on. We're looking for all your stories. We're okay with that.
Try to out-weird me.
I mean, I get really weird.
Well, whenever you say something, I got to think of something weird to talk, and that's kind of what we do.
Well, I already said my freaking fucking at the bar. What's yours?
Oh my god.
Oh, whoa,
That
whoa,
doesn't
whoa.
count.
With the
though.
female.
That was
well,
lesbian, so that really didn't count.
Yeah, well,
What?
Well,
We
you-
were licking each other's cootie catties.
Yeah, you
there
can't.
it is.
No, you can't put Colson on the spot like that.
No,
Because
no.
I've
he
almost
said-
fucked at every bar I've ever worked at, and that's been
That's on Genius.
just in Monroe.
just
Just
in
in running.
8 bars, and I fucked in one of them, so that's almost every one of them.
It is now.
Yeah, for
sure.
Exactly. Hey, 1
'Cause
for
you
8
probably
ain't
did
bad
it
in the
in some
pros.
bars that were done.
A-Rod would be
legend.
impressed. Shit,
Actually,
you
you're
make
legend.
the team.
Good job, A-Rod.
Yeah. One,
He's
hey,
got A-Rod
bro,
for
real
you, girl.
shit.
I like this song.
On the pool table.
Si te dejo sola, yo te robo. Te llevo a un lugar
All right, we about to get
escondido.
banned.
Okay,
Don't
that's
get
all we
banned.
can
We're
do.
already
We're
banned.
gonna
What are you
ban-
talking
we're
about?
gonna
We
get
had like an
banned from
entire
across
30
seas.
seconds of a song. We're banned.
We get 30
No
seconds.
question.
You know what,
Do we get
though?
30?
You know what
No,
I'm
no,
doing?
we already
I'm
had 30
letting-
seconds.
I'm
30.
letting her know
Total.
that I'm, you know what I mean? I get the culture. I'm down. Like, I can go up, and find that.
Feel it.
Don't let him
trying
out
to
of you.
connect.
Don't let him out of you. He's white.
Can you bachata though? Can you dembow?
I'm sorry.
You
you
don't know
had
how
Can
to
you
on
dembow.
both.
merengue?
Oh, you can merengue?
Ooh, merengue.
Oh, girl, I
Doing
can
it.
you kidding me? I was born, I come out the
Merengue.
womb doing that.
You can do merengue?
Yeah.
Please.
What
That's
about
his favorite
salsa?
merengue.
My salsa. Oh, we got the titty dip for the salsa.
Yes,
Let me just go ahead and tell
kidding
you.
me? Annie Mae's hot and spicy.
Hey, show
Hey.
your Macarena, bro.
Hey, we're gonna hit
Show
that
me
titty
your
dip, girl.
On to the-
Dale tu cuerpo alegría, Macarena, que tu cuerpo sana. Dime qué cosa buena. Dale tu cuerpo alegría, Macarena.
Listen,
Macarena.
when I grew up,
Macarena,
my
Macarena,
grandmother was a dancer, and I learned
I love it.
jazz dance. Like when I was a kid, I'm talking about 10 years old.
Oh, you're.
My
I like
grandmother taught me. She was
told me
insistent
about
on
that.
me being. She had this fascination with Fred Astaire, and she had
Picture
gone
that.
through all my other older cousins, and I wasn't down with it, but
But
I
this
thought
was
I
the
was her
gayest.
last hope.
Yeah.
Right. So
the gayest one I have.
Well, I
He
love
can learn
spending
it.
time. I love.
Hey, but here you are being a swamper.
Look, it's so funny because my grandmother passed away when I was 14, so I had about 4 years of doing that. I'm so glad I did because it's like we had that little thing. But when in the 20s, she used to dance on top of Francis Towers. They would have
Come on.
Oh.
my grandfather, grandfather was a businessman here in town, and they would go to big events on the Francis Tower Hotel,
Oh, shit.
and they would dance up there.
Okay.
That's
So
wild,
she
bro.
was.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a little deal. Yeah, man, I got family history. My great grandfather was going to run for mayor of West Monroe one time, and he decided not to.
Come on. See, I'm on the other end. Like, we were making moonshine and dancing on the river and shit.
We were doing that too.
So,
Wait. Speaking of dancing,
Only a few of us got
speaking
out.
of dancing,
Speaking
does
of moonshine.
your fiance know that you are a professional dancer?
I am a professional dancer. And
Are you?
Full disclosure, I've already dated a Spanish chick kind of before,
Oh.
and we danced a lot.
Listen. I always.
No, I mean, don't, I'm just
Listen,
saying
I
I
have
get
to
it.
pull the mic down for this.
Okay.
I always tell people, somebody, like I tell girls, you could have played the same position as me, but I promise you, you're never going to play the same position
All I'm
as
letting
me.
you know is that I get the
And I mean that
sensuality.
in the nastiest way.
That's all I'm letting you know
I
is
like
that
the
I
confidence.
get the
She's up in it.
sensuality. I get it. I
feel
know where
it.
you at.
Hey,
I
I
know
would
where
just
you
tell
at.
you from the sidelines when it comes to Spanish women.
We're crazy.
Well, no, there's
Mentally spontaneous.
Listen.
actually.
there's a huge difference. You
Best
have
sex
Dominican women.
and worst stabbing
No.
you'll ever get in the same night. But I'm just saying.
No.
never have
Look at it this way.
You look so confused. You're like,
It's like, oh,
what?
no,
What?
okay.
No,
I'm confused.
no, no,
It's
dark
like,
too
oh,
over
he
here.
ain't wrong. Ooh, he ain't wrong.
Is it a cousin that's in jail? You got a cousin in jail, right? That
I
sends
do
a
have-
Christmas-
I do have a
Of course
couple
you do.
cousins in jail.
Every Spanish woman has a cousin in jail, right?
Yeah, my uncle was a
sends
drug
the
lord.
Christmas
I
picture.
wish he wouldn't,
and
'cause I
he's
need
in
some
the
good
Santa
weed.
hat up by the tree and gin
He
pop.
sold cocaine.
And he's
Well,
doing
not
this.
he was a drug lord.
I need
He
Swear to
better.
God.
Well,
Olga, my
in a
girl
whole
that
nother-
was it's a
whole nother
spunk-
podcast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, gotta love it.
Her brother.
Be sure to give Ross
She
your
had a
contact.
brother
I got
in
a one-up
jail
on you.
that would take
On the
the
drug
Christmas
story.
picture by the tree and
did
do
that
all
happen?
this.
Do the
Like,
squat.
do that squat and do all that.
I didn't hear you.
That's the
Throw
prison
the
pit.
gang
Yeah,
sign.
it's that prison pit.
Now, what I was
Oh,
going
I
to
totally
tell
got
you
some
is
meth
when it
cousins.
comes to
Yeah.
Spanish women,
Rest in peace, Earl.
there's similarities, but
And everyone else
it's
in the
weird.
trailer.
Coast to coast, you have Puerto Rican women.
I'm
you have
Puerto Rican
Cuban
and
women,
Dominican.
You have Dominican. You have Belizean. You have Mexican. You have Texas Mexicans. You have Northern California Mexicans.
See,
There's so
you
many
do.
different
You
versions
do.
of Spanish that you can't just all
See,
put it
she
together
was in
one.
Beaumont area, so right on that, on the
Oh.
that like that deal.
Berlin was like, that's
Yeah.
nasty
Oh,
Spanish.
No,
that's-
I'm like a straight up fob. Like my
Bro,
parents
that's
don't
deep
even-
West Louisiana,
They don't
bro.
even,
You don't
they
wanna
don't
get
even
it.
speak.
Deep
My
West
parents don't
Louisiana.
even speak
I would
English.
take salsa dancing with you.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Right next door at
Salsa
Harvey's Dance
dancing?
Hall
Okay.
on
Yeah.
Thursdays. It's
I
a
would. Listen,
wait.
we should
Don't we
all
know
do
somebody?
it. We should
Who
all
does
do
that?
it.
no, I
Expand
think
our
we do.
horizon.
Listen, Kelly
Oh
Murphy
yeah,
and
fucking
Ross.
Nathaniel Jean over at
Do you want
a time to dance in Rabel.
Tender Shelby want to take Spanish
No.
salsa dance?
Tender Shelby, you want to take Spanish sauce? Oh yeah, I know she does. We talked about this
she's
3
passed
months
out.
ago.
Berlin and Alicia.
Yes,
Okay, we're
I
taking
love
Spanish.
Shelby.
Okay.
Shelby, I love
Salsa
you.
Also, hey, let's
She ain't even
let's
know
Shelby, when
nail
you
this
watch
down
this
right
later,
now.
I love you.
That's
What are you guys
what we're
doing on Thursday?
We were
have
going
to-
bowling, but we don't have to now.
have
We got
practice.
something
Well,
else to do. No, we don't. We canceled it.
I suck at that.
I need a count. We might be getting the private bowling room.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's different.
You should
Need a
come
count.
bowling with us.
That's possible.
Is that like the private karaoke room over in Japan?
Yep.
You know what's going to
You
happen?
know, you get stone massages.
Titties come
got
out.
enough people.
Yeah, titties come out. Everybody's fucking.
I don't care. They got me
You live
blindfolded.
in. We don't need your address. but
Everybody's
you,
doing weird shit.
You live in
Yeah,
West
there it is.
Monroe.
As
Or
long
you
as
live
I'm
in Monroe.
blindfolded.
No,
I
I
don't
live
care
in the
who's
Garden
stroking it.
District.
Oh, nice.
Oh, she's very close to us.
Oh, she really
Well, except
is.
for you.
Oh,
Well,
no, she's gonna
for
get
now,
robbed
till
tonight.
we get our own house
I live
Hey,
right
yeah.
around yonder.
Hey, yeah.
Right over yonder.
with a pool and an outdoor kitchen.
Oh,
That's what we're gonna have.
oh, your outdoor kitchen's
Hey,
going to be
when's
nice.
the
She's
roll
gonna-
call?
Because she is going
Over
to want to
yonder.
cook. They love to cook and
Over
entertain.
yonder.
Like that's what she's going to want to do. So once we get settled in, like she's going to want to have everybody over and cook and dance and like that's her
true.
thing.
It's true.
You got this
Honestly,
mapped
we
out.
could
It's all mapped
practice.
out
Had
now.
we-
Listen, I
if
got
we were
our
doing a
whole
parade,
future mapped
We
out.
could just
Don't worry.
kind of practice in the garden district. That wouldn't be a bad gig. Honestly, that's the practice we're doing. If we were doing a parade, just walk back and block in the garden district.
Right?
Yeah, we
The bicyclists do it all the time. Never get in my
Well-
fucking way on Mondays.
Hey,
Motherfuckers with bright ass clothes and not doing shits. I admire
Do
them
we
for
have
living
people
healthy.
commenting on this and watching it right now?
Yes, it is.
Well, they're dwindling. We're about done for the night, anyways.
Yeah, we are
about time to
almost
start
done
wrapping
for
it
the
up.
night, but we are going to do
Fart, Tyler Barnhill.
Hella good.
Fart.
Every time. Always about it.
yeah.
Tyler and Reed every time.
Right there.
Oh, both reads. They got two different parts there.
They're always farting. Always farting.
Well, I think that's what we'll do. I think
a
we'll call it
special
a
part.
night.
It's been fun though.
We want to
Hell
thank
yeah.
It's been fun.
everybody, my new fiance over here. for
Yes,
coming
no,
in.
no doubt.
I approve.
No doubt.
I'll marry you right here, right now.
Bro,
We'll change this into a wedding
If
show.
you, I don't necessarily keep a ring on me all the time because you never know how these opportunities are going to hit. But I would be probably down with that. I'd be down with that probably about a more for sure.
All right, you can make it happen.
Get the small one. Get the small
Getting ready
one.
tomorrow. Oh,
You
There's
ready?
got your name on it.
If you stay ready, you be ready.
There
I
it
have
is.
little bitty fingers.
I got you.
What do you wear? About 4.5?
Got it.
No, like a 6.
Oh, well, okay.
I'm
I have a platinum ring that
But
belonged to my
also,
grandmother.
Abide by the rules. One
Nice
ring,
ring.
to titty them all. One ring to titty them.
Oh,
Right.
That's
Small
the
feet.
one ring.
Right,
That's precious.
the one ring. I
That's
mean, look
precious.
at it. Check it out. Check it
It
out.
says,
I like
does it say
that.
one ring to titty them all? Because I would
looks
really like for
precious.
it to.
Hey, my ring says I pick you inside.
Oh,
and it
Pikachu?
says player one.
Does it say
Oh,
Pikachu
that
as
is
well?
I bought it for myself. It tells me I pick
Oh,
Pretty close.
Pick yourself.
it.
I bet it fit her.
If I didn't
Pick
pop
yourself.
my knuckles sometimes, we'd probably be in business. I think we ought to let her sleep on it for a little while. I think she might need to think about it. I think
She's going to sleep on you. Is that what you
Well,
mean?
no, I don't think she's going to make a irrational decision like that.
Oh,
just
she's
off
making a
of
rational
it.
decision to pick
Right.
you.
Well,
It's rational.
we do want to thank her for being on the show. She's
I
amazing.
thank y'all for having me here.
Hey,
Thank
Yeah,
you
that's
for
what
being
I'm talking
here.
about.
I can't
I
speak
had a
for
great
them,
time.
but a lot of places I'd like to have you. But anyway,
Hey,
I just realized all our colors except for B's were like the Power Rangers. If hers is pink,
right,
or black,
well, we
no,
don't
we
want
didn't
to
miss
thank
the
I
Black
was a
Ranger,
pink
Pink
Power
Ranger.
Ranger.
And
Gray Ranger.
Me too.
This is my favorite color still to this day.
So,
Oh, yeah.
hey, we like it. We're glad you came.
Thanks
I'm
for
glad
coming.
I got
I'm
to
glad
meet
that
you.
y'all had me. Y'all are great.
Well, we ain't had you yet.
Have me next time.
oh, I caught what you did there.
That was maybe later.
We're picking up what
Later.
you're putting down.
Have you ever had a
We ain't had you
five-way?
yet. Yeah.
Ain't no fun with the homies ain't had.
It's okay. Well, we want to thank everybody. We want to thank again. We want to thank Ross Free. We want to thank Joshua Colson. Burley and Parker here, and our new fiance of mine right here,
Sweet B.
Sweet B. Want to thank Dave
Sweet,
Reeves
sweet
and
B.
Paul on the floor and all those guys, Jordan Shepard, for giving us that music. And especially this week, we want to thank Lance for letting us be here at the
Lane.
junkyard.
Lane.
Lane. I'm sorry.
Lane.
Lane,
God.
Lance, and-
I'm going to edit that out. Lane Clark. I was doing that on purpose.
Live,
Yeah, he stuck
I was
Lane
doing
and
that on
Clark
purpose.
together. Lane
Okay.
C.
Did you
is
take
Lane.
one for the
He
sauce?
did it to make sure that you
Y'all did go to
motherfuckers
school
paid
together,
attention.
so like Lane C was
were.
I
Lane.
got your
It was a
back.
long time
Wanna,
ago.
I
wanna
got your
thank
back.
Lane. Lane is, you know what's sad? I've known Lane 30 years too. I mean, literally, like we've known each other.
It was on mine. You've known him for
But
longer than I've
Lance
been
here,
alive.
Lane here at the junkyard.
Lane.
Oh, y'all doing it to me.
Lanes. It's
And if
lanes.
y'all are in the Monroe area, be sure to come by the junkyard. He's doing a great thing over here. He's got a good staff. He's does some great specials and things like that. They got a Sunday brunch. Don't forget
Karaoke.
Sunday
Karaoke.
with the 318 Swampers. And then they do also karaoke on Wednesday and Thursday night, I believe.
That's right.
So come out and check that out. But we're going to end it right now, y'all. We're going to take y'all out with something
Can
special.
I say
so don't
one
go-
thing?
Yes. Do you
And
love
when
me?
y'all come
Only
over
if it's
here-
you love me. If you say you love me, you can say it. If not,
Te
I'm
amo,
gonna
mi
leave it out.
amor.
Oh.
The only thing I want to say is whenever y'all come, if you don't tip, you're an asshole. That's it.
That's right.
Welcome to
That's
it.
right.
Welcome to the rock. No.
Lucky
That's
for you,
it.
it only takes the tip for me to come.
I don't.
Oh, easy.
Hey.
Right on the tee.
I don't think I could be around you long without including the tip. You know what I'm saying?
Giggity.
Bye, y'all. I'm out. Have a good one,
All right,
everybody.
we are out. Thank
Meow, meow,
y'all.
meow.
Berlin, get ready.
Hey, you gonna turn?